And I'm back once again with the reviews. I just finished Arrow Second Chances. So, okay. I liked the episode. I really did. But there are some things I'm kind of upset about. So, in the last week's episode, we saw Talia al Ghul save Oliver. Talia heals him up, takes him to kill some guy. I know I'm skipping over some important things. Like, she reveals that she's the one that taught Yofat from season 1. That was one of her students. And she sees that all this information that he's jumped around for 5 years from the island to China to all these places now to Russia. And she wonders, why do you not go home? Your father literally gave you a list of people. All the people you're taking the long way around. And I was like, I'm afraid of the monster I am. I'm not the son my father raised. And she's like, you need to become someone else. Something else. And she gives him his first suit from season 1 pretty much. And the bow, which was a beautiful bow, from season 1. So basically, Talia al Ghul is the reason Oliver Queen became the Green Arrow. Like, I already didn't know how I felt about going into this episode because, let's be honest, Talia is a Batman. Like, that is a Batman thing. Like, we all know that her and Talia, we know they hook up and create Damian. So the fact that Talia is the reason Oliver dons the hood is kind of like irritating me. It's just really, that's what we're gonna go for. But on top of that, a lot of people's concern was the introduction of this new Black Canary. And I understand it because there's only one Black Canary, Diane Lance. Like, that's the one we all know. That's the one we all love. And you get to know this chick. Tina Boland. She's a cop undercover. And they're using the particle accelerator as a plot device at this point now for almost everything. She was undercover and her partner got killed in front of her during their undercover thing, and she got her meta ability to create, the siren call. So now she's been beating up bad guys all across the United States looking for the guy that killed her boyfriend / partner. And she is a bad chick. She's a badass in her own right. And they go to Hub City. Oliver, Wild Dog, and Curtis go to Hub City. Oh, I'm sorry. What's his name? Martin. It's something with I forget his name. And they go to Hub City. And they keep going to this restaurant. And your boy, what is his name? Like I keep blanking on it. What is his name? Renee gets a triple cheeseburger, then a 5, the burger like this big of meat, cheese. He's like, yeah, that's the. I was like, that's disgusting. Like, there was some funny things, but anyways, back to the Black Canary. Your boy uses something like their powers counteract each other. Like, she has a sonic call, and he does something with his eyes that sideways her, and it knocked your girl out completely. It kind of dazed Renee, but Oliver's just like, bitch, I fought the League of Assassins, I fought speedsters, you get out of here. But of course, then he turns up the air and he's like, oh, okay, wait a minute, this might have been a mistake. But trying to think what else. During all this, Diggle, our homeboy, Diggle's still in jail, and we're trying to get him out. Of course, all the evidence we had to get him out got destroyed or got erased, which Felicity goes back to her old hacking days and tries to find it, in which she bumps into a younger version of her, basically, someone that could probably be a threat to the future, but she seemed like she was a good person, but I don't know, she's like a hacktivist or whatever. So Felicity gets this Trojan thing. Literally releases all the information. So your boy John about to be free. He's coming back to the team next episode, which is actually entitled Bratva, which I think we're about to go to Russia, or things from Russia are about to come to light. Because I'm pretty sure like they've completely I don't know if they dropped it about Oliver being in Russia, but since this episode is entitled Bratva, who knows? Who knows? At the end though, your girl kills Tina kills the guy that killed her boyfriend. Pretty good. We actually got to see Oliver use like trick arrows. Like he used one arrow that was like just not. It was like what they use in crowd dispersing, like not beanbag arrow. It wasn't a beanbag arrow. It was something else. He used an arrow that just took out a helicopter. He used a grappling hook arrow. Like we actually saw him use different variety of arrows for once. Like something that we don't get to see him use really anymore. In the end, she kills the guy. Like he's giving this whole speech like you need a second chance. What would your partner think? Cut. That's what he would do. I'm out. Like what the fuck? Okay. This dude just alright, she just straight up killed him. But she in the end goes to Star City or Central. It's Central just Star City. Talks to Oliver and joins the team, which she reveals her name isn't really Tina. It's an undercover name. Her name is Diana Drake. And for those of you who read Green Arrow comics or comics in general, you know the first Black Canary was Diana Drake. Now, this is like one of the few times in my life that I actually didn't have to research that. Like I actually knew something for once. So like it's rare occasions, especially for DC comics, it's rare occasions I actually know something. So that was like as soon as I heard, I'm like, was that the first one? And it was like she was from like the early 80s. I think like 83. I'm sorry, I can't see. Like 83, 84. She was in the comics. And I appreciate the fact that it wasn't something they just created for the show. They actually took someone that had a comic book background. Now, how do I feel about her? As a character, she seems like she can hold her own. As a fighter, as a character, there's a lot developed for her. But as a replacement for Diana Lance, I don't know. That I don't know. We'll have to see. A lot of people are going to still be upset about the fact that they're replacing Laurel with another person. To be honest, I wish they touched more on the fact that their mom was... I mean, the comics, the mom was technically the one that had the ability, which I think her name was... was it Diana Drake? No. Laurel, Diana Lance and Laurel Lance or something. I don't know. I'm sorry. Tia would know more about that one than I do. But, this was, I actually did like the episode. We got to see a little bit of bonding between Renee and Curtis. You got to see Oliver, kind of a little bit more be a badass in these fucking flashbacks, which, I'm sorry, gun logic in TV shows, and like, I don't know a lot. I know a little bit about guns, but like, my boy should have been around bullets. Like, he fired at least at least 18 rounds. And if I'm right, he was using... Well, at first it looked like he was using a regular... Not 1911. Oh, God. What, it wasn't... It was... I forget what it was, but when he got in the car, it looked like it switched to a Glock. Either a Glock 18 or a Glock 19. But before that, it was definitely not that. It was a police-issued weapon that it's blanking on my name, out of my head now. But, I don't know. There was some little things I saw. But overall, I did enjoy the episode. I actually did enjoy it. But I ain't gonna lie to y'all, Flash won this week. Like, it definitely won this week for best episode. Can't wait to see what they're gonna do next week, especially with Legends. Rip is now killing people in the past. Barry and Wally are now trying to figure out how to save their sister. Supergirl is fighting Martians. I'm about to see what happens on Arrow. I'm excited. This was a good week. That's really it. That's all I really got for y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please hit the like button and subscribe for more. That's all I got. So, hope you guys enjoy. I will see you guys next week, or maybe sometime later this week, doing some gaming stuff. Until then, I am Brian. This is Geek Squire. Bye.